Well, good morning, and welcome to our Thursday morning business chat. We do these calls every Thursday to kind of share, it's kind of instead of night school, we have morning school with LifeWave, right? This is our morning school. Monday morning, we have our miracle call, which is such a great way to start the week. And Thursday morning, we have our business chat, and it's a great way to get some continuing education on our business. We got a couple of things we want to talk to you about today, and then we'll open it up for some Q&A. The first thing we want to talk about is our point Power the Patch blitz, our 4 weekly calls, and some things we're doing to make it a little bit easier for people to invite people. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for a minute, and then Robin's going to come on, and we're going to talk about Manager Mania, because there's only 6 days left for Manager Mania. 6 full days, because this promotion extends through Monday. Normally promotions end on Sunday night when our weekends, but this promotion goes through Halloween. So that's kind of a scary thought, I guess, right? But, and Robin's going to just give everybody a quick refresher review on how to know if you're close to the goal and how to look through your organization, because sometimes people don't realize how close they are. And with 6 days left, I mean, you could sign somebody up today and they could be manager before Monday. So no concept of limitation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. And I'm going to go to our Live Younger Success training website. And hopefully all of you are enjoying and using this. And I'm going to pop over to the What's New section. And thank you, Liz, because she's always propagating what's new with new stuff. Liz Hodges, our indispensable partner and assistant here. So if you go to What's New and you scroll down, it's upcoming events. Make use of the 4 weekly Power the Patch webinars. And we've got this cool little animation: invite, follow up, and build your team. So and the clue is down here: he or she who invites the most wins the most. So as a refresher, you all know that we're doing these 4 calls a week. God bless Janet Kiefer and Connie Lucas, kind of the mainstays on these calls. I'll be making cameo appearances every now and then, but they're doing such a great job. It's like, wow. So Thursday, yesterday it was 11 a.m. Pacific. Every Wednesday it's early. On Thursday and Sunday it's in the afternoon. So yesterday it was 11 a.m. Today it's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific. So recalibrate that for your time zone. Friday, 11 p.m. We take Saturday off. And then Sunday evening, we found it's a good time to sometimes invite people. So that's the dates. But what I'm really excited to share with you, one of the challenges that I think people have is inviting people to be there. One of the opportunities you have also is inviting people to be there. And Janet Kiefer and Liz and I were chatting last week about how could we juice it up and make it easier and more compelling, easier for you to invite people and more compelling for people to accept your invitation and attend one of these fabulous events. And, I'm going to show you some new invitations, but I know that many of you are using the events and enrolling new brand partners and customers for people that are just attending this simple little 25-minute presentation. So, but what if there was a way to create, a more compelling invitation? And those of you that are getting our text message reminders saw the first one yesterday. You'll see another one today. And if you're not getting our text message reminders, this is a little nudge for you to do that, because this is the invitation that everybody got yesterday. Instead of a drab, bland text, Live Younger, Power the Patch webinar, date and time, and God bless you, Janet. She's on the line here with us, and I know she's going to want to chime in a minute, but she came up with a whole raft of creative ones. And this was the first one that we used. This is your life before LifeWave, and this is your life after LifeWave. And are you ready for your makeover? It's an affordable breakthrough in stem cell activation. Join Power the Patch webinar Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern at liveyoungerzoom.com. This is going to be this is in a text format. So when you receive that text, you could copy and forward that to anybody and everybody. Now, because we're creating these simple little text images, we're going to start loading them in the Live Younger resources section. So you'll be able to invite people to the Wednesday. You won't have to wait for an hour before when you get your reminder to start forwarding invitations. We're going to have them loaded up so you can start inviting people to today's webinar hours or days before. You can start, you could get on the phone and say, you get pique someone's interest. And they say, yeah, this is really interesting to say, hey, there's a webinar coming up today at 11 a.m. Pacific. It's only about 25 minutes long. Is that something that you would enjoy participating in? They might say, gosh, I'm busy. And says, well, you know what, there's going to be another one tomorrow. And they might say, yeah, tomorrow would work. And so then you could forward them the Friday one, or maybe you're going to forward them the Sunday one. So they'll all be available. So you can start inviting people to any one of the 4 events anytime throughout the week. And you are brand partners that are in Live Younger community that are subscribed to our text message reminder. You'll get the reminder an hour before the event, which you can then re-forward to the people and say, don't forget this webinar is coming up. Remember, Robin reminding my conscious language partner, the mind doesn't know the word don't, so I don't want to tell you to forget. Remember to attend. So Janet, if you want to chime in, I know I'm going to show everybody some of the other creative ones, but if you'd like to chime in for a minute and just share your thoughts and enthusiasm. And I just want to say thank you for your visual communication, creativity.
Well, thank you, Robin. Why don't you run, or pardon me, Gregory, why don't you run through them?
Okay, so I'll do that. So we're going to start. You're going to see more and more of these available. So right now we have the first one ready. So it's your lucky day. Wow. And all of these, again, would have all this information down below. Okay. So it's your lucky day. Because I'm worth it. I'm not missing that stem cell patch again. And one day your dreams will come true, and today is that day. I love this one. Imagine that little patch making me look younger, because most of us grew up with Lucille Ball. I love Lucy, and look at that look on her face. Stem cell rejuvenation, baby. You got it. That's right. And age reversal, hair growth, brain health. Yeah. X39, the magic number. LifeWave specialty, reborn classics. Is this the right patch placement? Got pain? X39, seeing is believing. Ready for, I skipped one, I think. Ready for relief? And I think that's it. And this is just the beginning. We're really open if you have any creative ideas, but thank you, Janet. At this point, you want to jump in and anything you wanted to share? Because obviously you spent some quality time pulling this stuff together. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. But I would say there's a lot of creativity in the group, and we're open to ideas. I know, Jennifer, you just put in, what about the patch pumpkin that Rita put in? That one's perfect. So yeah, seasonal things, we're coming up to Christmas. There's all those memes about the elf on the shelf. So just start thinking creatively of but tie them, of course, to LifeWave and to the X39 patch. But just whatever can catch people's eyes and in their brain, because visual images go to a different part of our brain. And so then it sticks the image to the words. So we're totally open to whatever suggestions you guys have.
And so the goal is invite, invite, invite. So we're trying, I think our goal was to make inviting people easier and accepting the invitation and attending more compelling. And I think we're moving down the path of doing that. So, I'm just curious if anyone, I'd love to hear one or two stories from folks that have attended, had a guest attend, and got a new brand partner, a new customer as a result of these Power the Patch webinars that we're doing. So if you got a little success story regarding the Power of the Patch webinars, please unmute yourself, raise your hand, or just unmute yourself and chime in.
This is Heidi from Idaho Falls. I had a reoccurring preferred customer who actually pulled out his glutathione patch and started wearing it after listening in while he was driving. He wasn't able to view the video format, but because I had texted them the phone number and said, you can drop in and drop off the line at any time, if you're passing through, a mountain range, but just hop on and understand, because he was my very first preferred customer, and I had forgotten to tell him until I went to Orlando that he needed to drink more water. And so he stopped wearing the patch. And so I got him back on the call, and he started wearing his first, the 10 sleeve glutathione. And he was able to recover from, I think he had a cold. So anyway, that's my story about bringing someone on for just the audible version.
Great. Jennifer, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
Yes, I've had some fun ones, but the one that really stood out was one of my really good friends from the old days is a natural skeptic, and it took her a year before she would actually she was in pain, and so was her husband, and we were talking about something else, and I told her, you know what, will you join me on a little 25-minute thing and just hear a little bit about what I'm doing again? And she said, and she came on. I sent her a reminder and said, and bring your husband. And that way the two of you can kind of see it together. And she watched it. Well, no, she didn't. I called her back the next day and she said, oh man, we forgot. And I said, that's okay. There's one today. And so she watched it and she called back and said, is there another one coming up? And I told her about the Sunday one, and she invited 4 of her campfire friends that had been tracking together for 60 years. They're in their 70s. And they had a kind of a 4-way Zoom call with me afterwards, and 3 of the 4 signed up. That was fun.
Oh, that's so fabulous. Thank you. And I see one more hand up, Live Vibrantly. I'm not sure who that is, but go ahead, and then we're going to shift gears, and Robin's got some important stuff she wants to share this morning.
That's Victoria. I recognize that. She's the
Okay.
water.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Victoria.
Go ahead.
I have a friend that I worked with years ago in Detroit, and she had been wondering about the patches. She'd been watching me on social media, but she hadn't really contacted me. And she came around in my list, and I reached out to her, and she said, well, I'm sort of interested. I thought maybe I'd contact you. And I invited her to a seminar, and Janet, God bless you, putting the story in about the guy who fell through the rafters resonated with her, because as soon as it was done, I didn't even pick up the phone to call her. She called me immediately, and she said, where did you get my story? I said, what are you talking about? She said, I fell through the rafters and that exact thing happened to me.
Oh my God.
So we never know what's going to resonate with people. And that story cinched the deal. She signed up immediately as a preferred customer, called me as soon as she got her patches, called me, said, I can't believe how great I feel. And now she's referring her son to me, who will attend a seminar tonight, and he's interested in being a brand partner. So that's the power of the Patch Power presentation.
Oh, thank you, Victoria. That's awesome. What a great story. And yeah, wow. So it's working, folks, and it's going to work even better if you get more people to attend. So your job is invite, invite, invite. And the lesson here, I think, that you share, Jennifer, is it's engagement. Just because you invite somebody doesn't mean they're going to attend the first time. But, they kind of feel semi obligated. If they told you they were going to attend and didn't, you have a better chance of them attending the next one. And for those people, they attended the next one and then they loaded up the one following it. So, the system's working. So thank you, everyone that's participating and helping to move this along. So with that being said, I think we want to shift gears. And the last part of the call is Manager Mania is an awesome opportunity. And it ends in 6 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We got 6 full days to help people on your team or help you to get to manager. And so there's a simple way. It's interesting. Many people don't realize how close they are. And LifeWave is not only providing us world-class products, but we have a world-class back office that tells people exactly what they need to get to the next level, whether it's to manager, director, or beyond. And so, Robin, I'm going to turn the next part of the call over to you. I'll mute my line so you can speak through yours.
Well, good. Almost. Good morning, everyone. That was wonderful. And again, Janet, I love how you're constantly sharing your great marketing wisdom, and those visuals make a huge difference. And several of you have come up with some great ideas in the chat, which I love. What I want for Christmas is to be younger. So, and we are having some great success with those Zoom calls. And Jennifer, I love what you did. And that's available. So we might want to plant the seed with people. If you enjoyed this, feel free to invite others. We'll let you know when the next one is. So Manager Mania. What I want to do is show you what Gregory just talked about is, let's see if I can get this lighting a little bit better. I can't sit on the couch because there are 3 animals sitting next to Gregory and there's no room for me. That's our life. They took up my space. So what I'm going to do is go to the back office and show you that this is something not everyone knows, but you can track the people in your downline and find out where they are. So I'm going to share the screen and show you a back office that is okay. This is our inactive son. I mean, he stays active with the products and his volume's growing, but to find out where people are, you go to organization and there's a tab called upcoming rank promotions. Again, let it be a tape in your head, become a happy clicker. There is so much here that a lot of people don't know about. So when you click on upcoming rank promotions, there's not a lot to show here, but it's enough to show you how to get the information. So you can see that the first person is 53% to manager. Well, what does that mean? This little thing on the left that looks like a driver's license has a lot of information in it. And so it's really smart on your personally enrolled. There's a lot here. So you can find out what's going on with these people. And what we're looking for is next rank. So you want to click on the next rank. And what you're going to see is what they need exactly to get to manager or whatever rank is next for them. So you can see that those green checks say she's in good standing for those, but she needs all these other things to get to manager. And many times you will come across people that are just like 1 silver away, or they don't have 110 BV. That's typically what happens because you need 110 to be manager and above. And that could come from your customers or your own purchases. So just know that that's how you do this is you just go to organization, upcoming rank promotions, click on that, see who's closest, and then click on there. And then you can find out exactly. Now, this information here may be a little outdated. So you just want to check with them. And this is why I recommend everybody get the login information for the people that you're working with to get the most current information, because this may be a little outdated. I'm not.
Show them how to see their own. Show them if you were Ian what he'd have to do. 'cause it's a lot
Okay,
simpler.
so there's a few different ways for yourself. One of them is on the homepage. That's the first one. You just go to your homepage so you can find out for yourself and look, and it says your rank advancement. So he's 67% to manager. And if you click on the view promotion details, you will find exactly what Ian needs to become, he needs silvers on both sides that are active. Okay. And then there's several other ways. Another one is going under commissions and going to rank advancement. Therein lies another way. And so the same information is going to show up. And this is, I personally, especially when people are going for the higher ranks, the volume here on rank advancement is going to be much more accurate than what you see in the volume section. So when you're getting to the higher ranks, let's just go to executive where you need 50,000. You can see exactly where you're at. There's 515.
He's got a little ways to go.
He's got a ways to go to become an exec. As you can tell, he's not building a business, but he is getting some money for his college fund, and that's good. But just know that this under commissions and rank advancement is going to give you the most current information. And I recommend you watch the volumes because, starting at senior director, you need a volume qualification, and that's 10,000. And then executive is 50, presidential is 100, and senior presidential is 200. So back to you, Gregory.
Well, why don't you see if anybody has any questions for you, Robin?
Okay. Oh, you don't. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Nobody has questions. Everybody
have a
knows what I shared.
question,
Yes,
Robin.
Heidi.
I have a question about
Oh,
manager
I can't hear
volume.
you, hon. Oh, because Gregory said, let's see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Shall I
I'm-
do
I'm-
sign language?
Okay, let me turn, I'll go on mute.
Shall I? Robin, can you hear me, or is it to my connection? Okay, so I can't hear you, but I have a question about the manager volume. With the 2 silver legs, what do I have to personally have? Is it just 110 personal volume, or is it 55? And now we can't hear you, Robin.
It's 110. To
It's
be a manager.
110
110
personal volume for manager.
you and your customers,
Okay.
and 2
Oh, it's
silver.
combined.
Correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Tell her where she finds it.
And you have to be a gold.
I am a
Okay.
gold. I
So-
just don't have
so
2
Heidi?
silvers. So
I need to find that. I'm going to go back to the screen share.
yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
look it up on my phone.
Okay, here we go. So under commissions, there's a volumes tab, but also on the homepage, it's going to tell you what your if you are, let's see, come on. So it says active. Okay. But under commissions, you have volumes. And under volumes, you will see your PV, which is the accumulation of your purchases plus your customers. And so, a lot of people have a lot of customers and they don't need to make a purchase and they're more than qualified. People still buy product because they want and need the product. And I don't know, my screen is so slow, but,
Internet connection is very slow.
yeah, we're on
Back offices
DSL
seem
out
to
here
be-
in the boonies.
The
We're not
back
really in the
offices
boonies,
seem to
but
be slow
hopefully
today.
someday soon.
I've
we'll-
been
Okay,
having
I'm
that
not going to
too.
wait any longer for this. So just know if you go under volumes, it'll show your PV that is current for the week. Okay?
And PV stands for personal volume related to
Okay,
the
turn my
manager
volume
mania.
up. Okay, so now I can hear you speak. Does
So
that
the
help?
manager mania, it would have to be if a person is ranking up, like I'm looking forward to doing in the next 6 days, is 110 for that manager to rank up
In
for the manager
personal volume.
in
Yes.
personal volume. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
That answers my question. I appreciate it.
Great. Anyone else? Chime in? Unmute? You guys got it? Okay. So Manager Mania ends very soon. And I've had people become a manager in an hour. I've had people never become a manager, but you've got plenty of time. It's amazing when you find like what happened to Jennifer, she got one person and that one person just brought on three more. Well, if they all got silvers, they're only one silver away. It could happen that fast. All right. And set intention that it can happen. If you want it, set that intention for manager and beyond, because you want to be building the momentum to director, because you have till December 31st to get that director bonus. So that's another $500. Okay. Back to Gregory.
Okay, well.
Wait, let me-
Great, thanks very much, Robin. And so any other thoughts or questions relevant to the things we've said? Or anyone
Janet
has
Kiefer is
anything you'd like to
waiting.
share?
Janet
Now's the
Kiefer.
time.
Thank you.
Janet, go
Just
ahead.
real quick, on the director's qualification for the $500 bonus that Kai is offering, Robin, you might also mention that they need to track 5 people who came to our Live Younger presentations, who they were and the date.
Yes. So as outlined in the newsletter and in the back office with our $500 Live Younger community, this is a team bonus incentive where the Manager Mania is the company doing it. So if you are a new director between September 1st and December 31st, and you have at least 5 guests attending one of our 4 weekly Power of the Patch webinars, you can qualify for a $500 new director bonus. So we're very excited about that. And so another reason to be inviting people, if you're inviting people to the events, you're going to get the manager and director, whether you like it or not. And whether you like it or not, if you invite 5 people and get there, you're probably going to get a $500 bonus if you're one of the first 20 that does that. So thanks for bringing it up, Janet. Sunshower, go ahead.
Hi, I do love the Power of the Patch webinars. They are very, very exciting, and they did bring on, for me, a few new preferred customers. And I have no preference. I love both Janet and Connie. However, I have a person that's a hair salon owner. So I'd like to know which days who is doing the presentations, please.
Me too.
Don't know.
Janet or Connie, do you want to chime in? I'm not sure how we've been rotating between the two of you.
I would say that's what Liz decides.
Okay.
She's in charge of it.
All right.
Funny, sorry.
So
I haven't been deciding. It was originally decided between the two of you, and we've just carried the pattern on. So
Yeah.
I think up tonight is Janet. And maybe what we'll do is next week we can start switching them up a bit, Gregory.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
also somebody asked in the chat, how do they find where the training let's see, how do we get to where the invitations are? Okay. I just, while we were doing this at the beginning, I loaded up today's message that will be going out. The image is in the what's new section, and go down just a bit.
Let me
Do you
refresh.
need to
this.
refresh? Okay.
Okay, so we're in the
Slide
what's new
it down, slide it down.
there. Woo, look at that.
Boom. There it is.
There's
So all you
Thursday.
need to do is the image on the left, just click it. And depending upon whether you have a Mac or a PC and how you can copy, you want to copy that invitation. And then you can paste it. If you're doing it from your phone, you can post it right into a chat, into a text message. If you're on your computer, you can email it to them. So, however it works for you.
Yeah, in my computer, I'm on a Mac, I could just grab it and drop it in, drop it into an email or into a text message.
I'm gonna put that in my Facebook group today.
There you go. And it's a great social media post. Good point, Robin. You can be sending this out via text or WhatsApp or email, or you can just post it on Facebook or Instagram or any other social media platform that you may frequent to. So thank you, Liz. So and very soon we're going to have, we'll have a whole array of these. There'll be, different ones for every day of the each of the 4 ones. So you'll be able to choose. So I love the all I want for Christmas idea. So we're going to have some fun through the holidays.
Keep those ideas coming.
Keep those ideas coming. Okay, Liz, you've got your hand up.
Oh, that was, sorry. Let me ring.
Okay,
Let me.
and
know.
Jennifer, you have your hand up again, or is that from last time?
Oh, sorry, it must be from last time, but I did have a question if we
Yeah,
could
go
get.
ahead. Yeah.
Oh, If
Go
we
ahead.
could get a preview for Friday and Sundays also, so we can get proactive with folks that can't attend tonight.
Yes, I think Liz is, I think we'd probably be able to post those sometime today, and just
Yes,
continuing with the car one. Right now, they'll all be the car, but starting after we get these 4 done, we'll start rolling out 4 more of another one and 4 more of another one and 4 more of another one, that you'll be able to choose any one of the images based on the proper day that you're inviting somebody.
and Gregory, show them where the date is in the message there.
Right there. Yeah, Thursday. Oh, I can't highlight it, but down at the bottom line. So this is for Thursday, the Thursday. Oh, it's probably not Thursday 5 a.m., Liz. It's probably PM.
Oh,
you may have to
sorry.
change
I'll have to fix that.
Otherwise, I think we already missed that one. I was just getting up to go to yoga at that time.
I'll go fix that right now.
All right. Okay. And go ahead, Sunshower, did you have another question? You had
It
your hand
was
up?
just about the 5 a.m. thing. You just caught
Okay,
it
good.
yourself.
Good catch, thank you.
Someone wants to share compliments.
Helen,
Sorry, Michael.
and then Robin said someone wants to share a,
Compliments to Janet and Connie.
so Helen, you got your hand up? Do you want to say something?
Hi, it's Tim, and I was wondering, in the back office, is there a place that you can tell whether someone was manager before, but now they're not? Because we just talked to customer service and that fella didn't seem to know how to figure that out.
I
So we
think,
had somebody that's 92% to manager suddenly needed one thing. We took care of that, but maybe she was manager before. We don't know for sure.
if you were a manager before, your permanent rank is manager.
So if it says no rank, then she was never manager.
Correct. If they
Thank you.
were previously a manager, it's a permanent rank manager. There's a difference between your permanent rank and your qualified rank. Just because you became a manager 3 weeks ago doesn't mean you're a manager this week unless you meet this week's qualifications.
Go to the
Well,
back.
well, good news, our daughter's naked manager right now. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay!
Maybe we can get our son to do that.
There you go.
Okay. Hey, Darlene, go ahead.
If you could say again how people can get the text messages from you. I have a whole lot of new brand partners, and one of them tried what I thought it was, and it didn't work. So if you could just say again how you get those text messages.
Yeah.
It's on the get started, 1, 2, 3, go.
And that'll be probably in step 3. So.
No, I
and-
think it's on the daily method of operation.
That's right here. isn't it?
Yep. Yes.
So step 3, what happened is the texting platform no longer uses the 9600, I think it was.
Okay, that's what we had tried.
Yeah, so now it's you text the word live younger with or without a space to 866-923-4567. And that's also in every newsletter. So if anybody needs, they can find it here in step 3 of the Getting Started process in Live Younger Success or in any one of the newsletters.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good
May I
question.
make a suggestion that that be put in good to know or somewhere other than just at the bottom where you find the number? Because I have no idea it had changed either.
Yeah, Liz, maybe we could add that over by the What's New section when we're talking about the new weekly webinars. We're
Okay.
talking about invitation. Maybe we could put a note here to enroll.
Okay.
Intent reminders, blah, blah, blah.
All right, I'll put that
Yeah.
there. And the picture's fixed now, if you can see that. It says 5 p.m.
Oh, there we are. It's PM. Yes. So we haven't missed it.
And Gregory, one other thing, while we're on the LYS page, can you go to the compensation plan real quick? I just want to show everybody, and I have not
Oh, yeah.
updated the what's new section of what we did. What we did in the past 24 hours, reordering that.
Yeah, and again, we love feedback, and Connie brought to our attention that, you know, the information we have on this page was really good, but, you know, the sequence wasn't as good as it should be. So we've rearranged the sequence because the first thing you want to teach somebody is what's their first 3 goals. And so that used to be number 5 at the bottom or number 4, and we moved it up to the top. So the first 3 goals is, you know, start enrolling. Number 2, become a manager. Number 3, become a director. Become a manager maker and become a director. So those are the first 3 goals. And you could, you know, log on to Live Younger Success and go through this your own leisure. But, you know, some pretty detailed that, you know, Judy helped put together on instructions for these first 3 goals. And then after the first 3 goals, the next thing is the 3 phases of the compensation plan. And this is the simplest way to explain the plan. Here's how you make money from personal production. Here's how you make money from team bonuses. And here's our leadership bonus program. You know, I've talked sometimes to seasoned professional networkers that want to understand the comp plan. And I use this and that's all. And they go, okay, good. They're good. You know, you don't have to go down into how the leadership bonuses work and how, you know, the matching bonus on the second level and the third. That is, you know, when they're approaching the point of qualifying, that's when you need to know. So I'm just a point. So this was a good change. Thank you, Connie. I don't know if Connie's on. I can't see if Connie's on. You want to chime in? But
She's not on.
okay. Yeah, I think this is her work day, her non-Lifeway work day. She's behind the chair, she likes to say. Behind the chair, cutting hair. Yeah. Okay. So Sunshower, now you do have your hand up again, I think.
Yes, I just noticed that at 8:32, a person that's on an iPhone
Yes.
said that he or she wants to compliment the presenters. So I don't see the word iPhone anywhere. I wonder if that person's
That's
still here.
Heidi. It's me.
Oh, oh, okay.
I had 3 compliments. I know Robin chimed in to Gregory. Is it an appropriate time to offer those compliments since Connie's
It's a
not here?
perfect
But I
time,
want
and
them to
we're-
go to Janet and Connie.
It's a perfect time and we're going to end with that.
Wonderful. So I have been listening to consistently since September 6th, possibly maybe even September 7th. Only missing a few of them when I'm at my day job where I have a headset on. But I wanted these 3 compliments to be given directly to Janet, since I do know that she's here. One, I love the intonation. You have such an excitement that exudes through the camera. And I love your background, that you never put in a virtual background, that it's really your location of where you're at. The second compliment is I love the fact that you always state what your rank is, even though it may not mean anything to the individual that's listening. It means everything to me. And it also means everything to the people that I am telling. You may see Connie or you may see Janet. They're good friends of mine. We've hugged in Orlando, and that's all I say. And then I say that they'll talk a little bit about their experience. And so that's my third compliment is I love how every single time I'm listening to Janet, she has a new story. And every time I listen to Connie, she has a new story. Even though their consistent story at the beginning is consistent, I can always guarantee that it's their start experience, but they always throw something out there as if it's a Monday morning miracle call. So those are my 3 compliments to you ladies. You're exceptional. I love you. And thank you for Gregory for putting them on the forefront.
Oh, boy.
Thank
Well,
you, Heidi. Gregory, may I follow up for one thing? Thank you
Yeah,
very
go
much.
ahead, Janet. Certainly. Please do.
With presentations, many people will go, well, I've already heard that. You're right, but your guest hasn't heard it. And often we need to hear things multiple times. I certainly do. And so just know the repetitions, they're going to hear something different the next time. So just remind people, it's okay if you've already heard it. Please bring your guests because they haven't.
Beautiful. Well, I love it when a plan and a team comes together, and we're doing both. So thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Invite. Let's see how many people we can get on today's 5 p.m. Eastern Power of the Patch call. Thanks, everyone. And you can unmute yourself now if you'd like to say goodbye.
5 p.m. Pacific, Gregory.
5 p.m. Pacific.
Thank
I
you
I love
so
you,
much.
Robin. I love you all. I love you,
Thank
Janet.
you.
I love you,
Thank
Gregory.
you.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great day, everyone.
Phenomenal people.
Yay, everybody.
Thank you.
Yay.
Great
Oh,
team,
yeah.
great team.
Wonderful Zoom.
That's great. Thanks, everyone.